CBT Naruto. CBT Naruto.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present opening round coverage of the Open Championship. Welcome to the Open Championship, the oldest major in golf. Frank, there really is nothing quite like it. The old course at St. Andrews combined with the Open Championship, it's bathed in history.
The golf course is magnificent. It just reeks of all the great players that have played the game. Pick your hero, whether it's a Bobby Jones, a Nicklaus, a Rory McIlroy, a Tiger Woods. All the greats have been there and played this marvelous course. It stood the test of time. And even the routing, the old 9 holes out, turn around and 9 holes in. It's marvelous.
We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Stepping up to the first tee, Frank, what are some keys to be thinking about at this point?
Really got to pick a decent target. Really focus in on that. Don't really worry about left and right. Nice, good full swing. Slow, if anything, off the first tee. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing to say the least.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Getting set now over the putt. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well, the ideal tee shot just a little over that gorse bush in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in, but it also brings in a little bit of trouble. But if that pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in from the right side.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Good birdie, and now at 1 under for the tournament. On the tee box here at the third now, Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Frank, how much does that birdie help the cause?
Well, it doesn't look like much right now, Rich, just sneaking inside the top 20. But at the end of the day, that might be the one that turned the tide.
Now back over to the fourth. Frank, I've been impressed with the play to this point early in the round.
Yeah, it's solid without being spectacular, and that's actually a huge compliment.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. This is a good lie, 155 yards out. Sit down, get down.
Oh, this is going.
So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Settles in over the putt. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Par fives, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this fifth hole par five measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of 3 bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles.
Boy, that one is deep. Every bit of that ball. It's a 180-yard shot, his second. I like the looks of this one. So he's hit it inside 30 feet, not his best, but still a chance.
Yeah, the odd 28-footer, and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
Kind of a tricky read. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Frank, as we get set for this approach, what does our featured player need to do to regain some of that early round magic?
First, a bit of advice, really. Take a deep breath. Make sure all those bad thoughts get out of your mind. After that hot start, we all know they can play better than this, but they need to relax first of all and then let their game take over again.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And getting ready for the putt. Player knows they're on the move with that birdie. Quick glance at the leaderboard. They can see, Frank, they're not out of it.
Things are very volatile right now.
Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And so you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the Shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th.
Oh, man, not a good shot at all.
It was wicked.
Sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
So just a formality here. Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play, and it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. And Frank, the Open Championship coming back to the home of golf this summer.
Yeah, and remember too, the last time it was here, Louis Oosthuizen at the 9th hole, he had no problem driving this par 4. So let's see if you can do the same. If you can carry that last bunker down there, there's every chance that your tee shot can run onto this very flat green.
It is always easier to play it from the short grass, and that is where he has been all day. Just laser life off the tee. Hasn't missed a fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now at the 10th, Bobby Jones loved this hole, didn't he?
And that's why it's been renamed Bobby Jones. Drivable for a lot of the players, but if you're going to have a crack at this green, avoid the gorse down the left side, as well as the 2 pot bunkers that are in line with the right side of this green.
So Frank, a perfect lie right here, and now this gives him a chance to take the next step, which is get after this hole location.
Yeah, so many more options now, and basically it's just going to come down to club selection now. This is absolutely perfect. This is one where he can get a reward from.
This could be a good one. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Has his par. Frank, what are we looking at here at the famed par 3 11th at the Old Course?
Well, the most difficult, there is only 2 par 3s here at the Old Course, and this one's called high, elevated green, and you've got to fly that bunker that protects the front of the green. That's called the Strath bunker. You really take anything on this green. You make a 2 here, you'll make a move on the field.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. He'll need to be strong with this.
Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Good round going, -7. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the Old Course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
These putts keep the round together. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Here at the par 4 13th hole at the Old Course, Frank, what's the best play? Power, or do you go with precision?
Well, you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. If you can take those coffins out of play, that's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle, then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in, and then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of the screen.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the 4th hole. The 4th hole is adjacent to the 14th, and if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back to the green. But it's a safer way, but a much longer option. Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot. But remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away.
It's no snack, though.
Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down. Oh, he's winding this one up. Doesn't have the power.
Take a picture of me. Come on now.
Beautiful swing. And the result is every bit as good.
Just the Human Torch, superhero, Fantastic Four, Marvel, and also my girl Brie Larson has got the Marvel. He plans on too.
Good
strike. Cosmos.
Lie. Good chance to attack the pin. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That will be a great look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Let's put by me. Let's get it. Let's go.
Everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole. And what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office.
Shout out to Human Torch and my girl Brie Larson has Captain Marvel. She flames on also. It's a power of the cosmos.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, he's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Let's keep it going. Keep going.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the road hole, one of the most famous par fours in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming for a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If
Come on now.
Exactly over that U.
Lay on! Golf ball. Shot the Human Torch. Yeah, my girl lost this. Cut them all. She flames on too. With the power of the cosmos.
He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out. And in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you. So stay away from the road on the road hole.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Beautiful roll. Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf. Frank, it doesn't look like much from the tee, but wow, when you factor in the history, it's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little road that runs across this par 4. It's about 100 yards short of the green. It certainly comes into play when you play this hole into the breeze. But no breeze or into the breeze, you've got to worry about the out of bounds that surrounds the
nice
green
all the way
down
one
the right
shot.
side and beyond.
Yeah,
Wonderful
all right.
little finishing hole in a
All
many
right,
ways.
it
because
still got
tests
this,
the
though.
mere
Nice.
mortal and it tests the greats of the game. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot. You'd like that one again?
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
That was pretty nice by me. That was close.
Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
1,144,000 experience. Amazing. Amazing. Like the line said. And that's perfect by me. It's perfect execution by me. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Keep doing it. This smells alright. Hey. Yes. Alright. Just like Ness. Yes, Ness. And that's our Super Smash Brothers. Let's get Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 on Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Alright, so we see nice over now. This smells alright. Yeah, this is alright. Alright. And also today is February 20th, 2020. Shout out to my girl Kefla being added on Dragon Ball FighterZ on February 28th, 2020. It is away. Let's do the countdown. Yes, it is away. And I'm so excited. It's 8 days away, like Kobe Bryant's first number in the NBA. Whoa! That was amazing, man. That was perfect execution, baby. Alright, yes. And so, I'm excited. And it was announced on February 9th, 2020 that she's going to be added on. And so, yes, I'm just excited. So, shout out to that. Also, this month of February, my birthday month, February 2020. And my birthday on February 4th, 2020. And I'll turn for 22 years of age. 22 years of age. Just like birthday to me. And it's perfect for execution, so I want to acknowledge that. Also, and that was 16 days ago. Also, two weeks and 2 days ago. Also, my favorite character in the Dragon Ball universe, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, is Goten. He has Gotenks with the fusion dance, and Kefla has the fusion earrings. So it's gonna be fun fighting with both of them. It's gonna be perfect, like I said, and I'm just excited, like I said. So shout out to that, and I want to acknowledge that. And with all that being said, this was alright. And TBT Naruto over and out. This song's so amazing. It's my song. It's perfect. So I'm gonna let it play out. And like I said, I just want to acknowledge all that. And TBT Naruto. And TBT Naruto over and out.